Okay, so I call you Tsunami. That's your Discord name. That's what I'm going to be calling you the entire pod.
I also accept King, the greatest, things of that nature.
That's not happening, but I'm cool with Sue and Tsunami. What's going on, Hall of Fame? I'm back with another episode. I've done so many, I don't even know what number we're on right now. But here we are with Champ Talk. It's your boy, Don't Let Me ISO. I'm here with a somebody who has a name in the 2K community. He goes by Tsunami on Discord, but his PSN is Jew Irving. Hey, what's up, my guy?
Yo, survives.
All right, man, I'm chilling, man. Jew Irving.
Mm-hmm.
What's the story behind that name? Because that's definitely a unique one.
So, I mean, favorite PG, Kyrie,
Okay.
and then also was a fan of Dr. J. Just watching his old tapes, and then Jew is just short for Junior because I'm a junior.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just put together Jew Irving.
Okay, that's probably why we get along. Because I'm a junior too. I feel like all
Oh yeah, I
all
know.
the all the goats. I feel like they're juniors. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like,
Okay, so Jew Irving, Julius Irving, Kyrie Irving, favorite players. That's
wait,
interesting.
whoa,
You
whoa, 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 whoa. My bad. I don't mean to cut you off, but my favorite player is Kevin Durant. We need to just let that get set in stone. Kevin
okay?
Durant. And
Okay,
now we can proceed.
okay. So Kevin Durant, how come your name doesn't have a
Okay.
mixture of his moniker? You know what I'm saying? Why'd you go with Kyrie if your favorite player? See, you're already confusing the audience, Jew. You
Okay.
know, you
Listen,
feel me?
because Jew Durant, it don't got a good ring to it. Jew, Julius Irving, Kyrie Irving, it just, it flows. Feel me?
Okay, I can see that. It does. It does. I'll leave you alone on that. But 2K, man, how did you get started with the franchise? Tell us that story.
With the friend, you talking about my league in general?
Just 2K in general.
Oh,
I
2K in
asked
general.
first
Got you.
how they playing 2K. But hey,
Um, I
what were the
started
vibes?
playing. I started playing 2K like very early, like 2K3,
Okay.
2K4, 2K5.
Mm,
You know, from my uncle and he having his friends over, and then my brother, they playing with each other, and then I used to pause. I used to always just watch them play, and
mm,
then when I finally got on the sticks, I always used to get my ass beat.
mm.
But like around 2K8, when Chris Paul was on the cover, that's when all that had to stop. I was actually competing with them now, taking bread, putting up, feel me? And then like I low key got banned from the playing amongst them because I became so much better than them.
Okay. So
Uh,
if you remember, what were you doing during that time to like give you the edge over, your older family members? Because, for me, I was the older family member whooping my cousins, my brother. I was whooping
mm,
everybody, and I was looking for competition. So when social media came about, and I could connect with um, more 2K players across the world, that was how can I describe that? That was what I needed at the time. So for you, you said you had to learn how to play the game through your older family members, and you got the advantage over them. Like, what were you doing to like give you that edge?
so like I said, 2K8. That's when like later in that year, that's when I started to get better than them, and that's when it
Mm,
became like easier. So 2K8, that's around when I got my first console that was mine. It was Xbox.
yeah.
When I finally got my own console, because I used to share rooms with my brother, and
Yeah.
he had the GameCube, PlayStation, and all that, but that was all his. So when he wasn't home, that's when I got to play, or we just play together. Or I watched him play like Final Fantasy and
Mhm.
Metal Gear Solid and all that extra stuff. But he was more of a fighting games dude, so he never really got better, so to say.
Mhm.
I was really the one putting in work and the time
Mm.
just playing the game. So
Yeah.
when I got to them, that's when it was like, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that putting in that time is definitely every 2K head. I feel like has the same experience because before like online gameplay was a thing, you just had the time you would spend with yourself in the on offline associations and just playing like quick play and shit.
Exactly.
So yeah, okay, we started playing around the same time. Do you remember or what do you remember about the ranked lobbies
The ranked lobbies.
when online gameplay like when 2K first released like online gameplay? I think it was 2K 4 or 5 when
I
they
did. It's crazy. I wasn't playing online at that time. I was
ah
all offline. I started playing online. I think 2K10. I want to say,
yes, okay,
and then that's
okay.
when they had what was that mode called? You had a player and you bring him in. I forgot what was that mode called. It was basically like a team up, but people would have like 7'5" Blake Griffins in there going crazy. And that was the first time I started playing online. It was like 2K10.
Okay, 2K10. All
Yeah,
right. Okay, so you missed the lobby era where when they first released online gameplay,
right.
you could play ranked or unranked matches, right? And if you
Yeah.
chose ranked, you would basically be put in a lobby where you'd have to um solicit games basically. So in the lobby, you'd get to see who's in the lobby and what their ranking is. So I might be in the lobby with somebody that's ranked seventh in the world, somebody that's ranked 100, somebody that's ranked 20,000 in the world, and you just ask for games. And what was most interesting is all the top dogs would just be in the lobby just watching other people play, right? Until like somebody ranked higher than them entered the lobby, then they'd be like, okay, yeah, I'm trying to play now. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? I feel like 2K should bring that shit back. I feel like that had an interesting element. You know what I'm saying?
right. I feel that, but like you said, it's a like you wait. So what I'm getting from that is a long wait time. You gotta wait in between games. You gotta watch them play or whatever, right?
Damn near, yeah.
So a problem with that, the reason to stray away from the rank system, the reason why they took away the old rec, 2K15 rec, is because the wait times. People had to wait whole games to get on the spot, had to wait whole games. They probably want to just get that out the way.
Mm.
But if they bring that back in like a private setting when people would actually like would watch and then just wait their turn, then that'll probably be fire.
You know, you could. So I guess I misspoke. You could play multiple games could be played in those lobbies, but
Okay.
getting a game with somebody that's actually ranked was tough. Like you'd have to prove yourself. I remember being ranked 98 and I was trying to lobby a game with somebody that was ranked number 8 for like 2 months and he would just never play me because he felt like I wasn't ranked high enough. He'd only play
Mm,
that were he played like I remember him playing the ninth ranked guy, the 10th ranked guy, and then anyone above him. So I feel like if 2K brought that type of exclusivity back, it'd be cool. It doesn't have to be like the main entree, but like just like a little side quest. You dig? You
right.
feel me?
But like you said, there's gonna be a lot of running going on.
Yeah, a lot of ducking, a lot,
Yeah,
a
that's why you
lot of
can't give
ducking.
people that power to choose who they want to play.
Yeah, yeah. I feel it. I get it from a consumer standpoint. I
Yeah.
definitely. Speaking of competition, you are. I would say you're a legacy member now of Hall of Fame. You've been around since you know the very second season
Mm,
that we had, and you've been a valuable member, Sue. You've definitely been a valuable member. Why don't you share with the audience what your experience has been thus far in the association?
my experience. Um, definitely, definitely the best league, the best upgrade league I've been in, for sure, for sure. Definitely feels like a family. That's why we've been in here so long. I got a lot of my friends in here also,
Hmm.
and it just feels like a camaraderie between everybody in the league. Of course, you got your dickheads. But that's what comes with the league, and it makes the league more enjoyable from a communication standpoint. And then competition, definitely it's the top heavy competition. The middle is like it's give or take with the middle, but then your low is very low. But I would say it's a lot of competition in this league, and I feel like I fall like in like the middle of the pack.
Okay. Middle of the pack. So if there's 30 users, you're saying like you'd be like 15, 16, 17? Is that what you're saying?
Nah, all right, we're going too low.
Going too low? You said
more like yeah, you're right. More like 10.
10.
Around that 10 mark.
10.
Because I can beat. Give me if I'm locked in, I can beat most of y'all niggas. I'm just gonna say that. If I'm locked in and I want to win, I can beat y'all niggas.
You said if you're locked in and you want to win. So there's bread on the line. This is a money league. You forgot to say that this is a money league. Like,
I understand that.
Why wouldn't you want to win?
I understand that, but it's like when I'm playing somebody, right?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe I just get in my head. I don't feel like adjusting. I see something, I just won't adjust the whole game. I just play it out.
Yeah.
And I just,
Yeah.
I get like, what's the word? Complacent. And I just let it rock.
Yeah, we've all been there. It's like playing a comp 2K game, especially when it's set at 7-minute quarters. That shit is in a way sort of draining because, like you said, you have to adjust in the moment as you see things happening. So you might have to go into your settings 5 to 6 times each comp game just to, keep an even pace. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely understand the notion of regular season just being a coaster. We definitely have a few of those. Like the Wolves run it once. He is the king at coasting during regular season and turning up when it's playoffs time.
Nah, he definitely turned up. He had a great run last season.
Surprise! No run. His best run Hall of Fame thus far. Like, granted, his team is crazy. How we let the four, because another user drafted that team. How we let that user draft AI and Kobe? I mean, we all should be fined for real. We all should be packed up. Speaking of getting packed up, I have to transition quickly. I think I agree with the Rockets, Zay, aka laughing my ass off, Cat.
Okay.
When he said you should be packed up for giving arguably the best user in the league SGA for Eddie Jones and LaMelo Ball. Bro, what was going? Well, if you don't like the league, just say that. If you don't want us to, just say that.
Just like I tell the niggas I be in a party with. First of all, it happened 3 seasons ago. Like, let's give it a rest. Second, he was killing with Melo regardless, bro. When I traded for Melo, he already had a crazy record. I don't know why we're forgetting that. He was not missing with Melo. He was still hooping with Melo. Of course, Shea is the better player, but he was still hooping with Melo. I don't understand why we just forget that he was still a nigga with Melo.
Okay. I'm gonna break that down. I'm gonna break something down to you. Did you watch? Have you been watching his playoff runs? Like, are you watching what SGA is doing?
In and out.
Okay, in and out. Okay. So, being an avid 2K player, you know that signature moves, the animations are probably the most important factor when building or assessing player value, right?
Indeed.
Attributes and badges come second to animations. You can have like a 75 overall that doesn't have the attributes or badges, but they have the animations and they play like a 88. You could have a 99, right? 98 the Larry Birds that have the badges, all the attributes, but their animations stink and they're not usable.
Right.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you put LaMelo and SGA, when you compare them, right? Yeah, LaMelo's still gonna hoop. He's 6'7", PG. He can shoot. He can dribble. Yes, he's gonna hoop. But when it comes to like fierce competition, when the game is on the line, Melo is getting his animations are make him easier to like
To
lock
do.
up.
Right.
He's easier to contest. SGA, on the other hand, holy, like Jesus, what he was doing that finals run to like keep run it from winning a ring with SGA, I was like, God damn it, Sue. You're the reason that run it lost. I want you to know.
Oh my God.
No, but animations are definitely important. You know, for anyone listening, if you're new to 2K or if you're new to MyNBA leagues and stuff like that, when you're looking at player value, if you're in the process of a trade, animations are super important. Like how your player moves on the court, what type of uh, speed boosts they have, what dunk package they have, what dribbling package they have. All of that matters. Like so just keep that in mind. Um, Sue,
Mhm.
who is your top five in Hall of Fame right now? Your top five users,
Top 5.
top five. And I know the slimes is in there, but I want you to be unbiased, okay? Unbiased on this
um,
podcast.
top 5. Of course, you go Lakers. Slim Mamba, gotta tip your hat.
Definitely.
Uh, this is no order in particular.
Okay.
Cavs overtime Zay. He's a
Mhm.
weirdo. He exploits the game, but he does it like no other. So gotta
Mhm.
put him up there. Um, I want to say you, but I can beat you. Like, oh man, I can beat
Okay,
you.
okay, let's pause. Let's pause. I love this.
But,
I love this. Good intro. Let's pause. Okay, you said Slim Mambo the Lakers. You said overtime Zay the Cavs. You put me in there. You mentioned me three, so I mean, you want to say, you kind of have to say,
all
as
right.
you know, I'm a playoff team. I'm a playoff. I haven't missed the playoffs once. You feel me? And yeah, you beat me like 2 times out of how many times, Sue? I mean, come on, we're on the pod. You're my
Yeah,
boy. You my boy. I'm not trying to say your name in funny ways or you know, put you in weird sentences. Just tell the truth for the audience. You feel me? Just I'll say
but
that.
how many
Continue.
times? Okay, we played like what? I would say a total of 6 times.
No,
Probably more.
like 12, 14,
12, and
bro.
I only won 2. You're wilding. You're wilding.
You won 2 to 3. 2 to 3.
2
2 to 3.
to 3? You mean 4 to 5, bro? Let's stop.
And, okay. 4 to 5 out of 14 to 16 games. Okay. Come on,
Damn, how I
bro.
go from 12 to 14 to 16? We just
Well, okay, okay,
anyway.
okay. 'Cause we're on our what? We're on our ninth season, right? Our ninth
Right.
official season. You joined season 2 of the very first cycle. So what?
16 games.
So like, yeah, 14, about 14 times. You
14.
feel me?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so okay, I'll give you 5. I'll give you 5 wins out of 14, bro.
And then
And
now,
those 2 of those wins came when you had who? SGA. I rest my case, bro. I rest my
no,
case.
but listen. How many times did you beat me convincingly out of those times you won?
Listen, I don't want to
No,
convincingly.
be honest. Be honest. How many times?
Uh,
Because you ain't beat me convincingly last season. We had 2 close games last season.
I mean,
How many
a
times
win.
have you beaten me
I'm not saying
convincingly?
you're ass. I'm not saying you're. I would agree with you when you say you're middle of the pack. I'm not saying you're ass, bro. I'm not. I never. Those words never came out of my mouth. I told you I don't want to say your name in funny sentences, bro. That's you. I feel like you're tough. So
Mm.
when I beat somebody convincingly, it's like, yo, this is just like I'm not gonna. Reek is my man's. Like the Nets, he's my man's. But when I play him, I'm like, all right, this is just like drill, cone work and shit. Like I don't really have to make adjustments. I don't really have to worry about you know being in stressful situations. I could just like work on shit, and I know I'm gonna win. And then if the game winds up being close, then I implement strategy to make it a big spread again. Then I start working on more shit. But I,
Damn.
I wouldn't I wouldn't put you in that category. You're somebody that I have to play seriously the whole game. Otherwise, I'm going to lose. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So, um, I do think you're getting better though. I think that what you take because you're also a prolific pro-am guy as well. I think what you're taking,
Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
you're not.
I played pro am, but I wasn't like super into the pro am scene. Like I'm a dribbler, and that's about
Yeah,
it.
that's what I mean. Like
Yeah.
some of the moves that you pull off are to me prolific. I'm like, damn, how the fuck did he string that together? But I think what you're taking from that side of the game and bringing to the league is helping you out. You're learning how to get jiggy with screens. You're learning how to shoot off the dribble
Right.
with different players. So that shit is cool to see. I can see you if you stick with it. I can see you going far in the playoffs. I can see you making a deep playoff run.
Nah, but you know what's crazy though, bro?
What's up?
I'm thinking like the complete opposite. So with some of these dudes dribble moves, right?
Mhm.
If you play the game, you can see what's gonna happen next. You can see which direction that guy's gonna go. I've been getting like a lot of success lately, just putting my head down, not even probably doing one move, put my head down. I've been dumbing down my game, just seeing what works against other players. Like that's what I treat like the regular season as, just seeing what works. If I lose, I lose.
Yeah.
We chalk it up. I'm gonna make playoffs regardless.
Yeah.
But just seeing what works against different people, I'm just downloading the competition.
Yeah.
And I've seen like a lot of people I play against. I just have to put my head down because some people they'll play defense how they'll sit still. They'll wait for you to move and then they'll react. But then you
Yeah.
got other people like maybe like the Floccos of the world or whoever plays defense wild, they'll just run around you. Like they'll try to guess where you're going. They'll try to move before you move.
Yeah.
So it's just like, just downloading the competition. How they
That
play.
is that's important, man. See, there's growth. There's growth. Assessing the comp is definitely something that you got to do if you're going to win a ring. You have to know how everybody plays and you have to be open to adjusting if you see something different. You said something interesting though. You said based on the animations, you can kind of tell what's about to happen. What do you mean by that? Can you talk about that? Can you elaborate more?
Sure. So, I mean, okay. With different dribble styles,
Mhm.
it just comes down to knowing the player. So with different dribble styles, if somebody dribbles the ball, if he does a cross from right to left,
Mhm.
I know that player's dribble style is not going to let him fast cross back to the right. Or he
Mm.
might have D book where he has that push cross to the right that I got to deal with. But if
Ah,
I know you got a player that cannot do that or that I can react to, I'm gonna try to beat you to the spot.
got you.
So
Got
that's all that is. And then just different behind the back animations. I know that you really not a lot of people know how to speed boost off the behind the back.
you. Yeah,
And I try to use that to my advantage, just beating them to the spot or knowing that they're just gonna go the opposite direction.
I feel
And
it.
then it's just that.
So for you, it comes down to knowing each player's like animations.
Right.
Yeah.
Because a little sidebar, I still play, but I don't play that much anymore, but I played Street Fighter a lot.
Mhm.
Won a couple tournaments with Street Fighter, and that's basically just I had to learn like frame data. So I'm
Frame
I'm
date.
already used to I'm already used to learning what takes a certain amount of time to come out and how many frames certain moves take. I'm already used to learning those type of things.
That is a crazy concept. You just like opened my mind to like a new idea how fighting games could make you better at esports games. That's dope, bro. That's dope. I never heard that. Frame data. Frame data. Okay, I'm finna write that down and see what I do with that. Okay. The Hall of Fame pod where you learn something new every episode. Okay. Oh, so before we get back to your top 5, what would you say? What animation would you say? What 2 animations would you say are the most OP?
The most OP, of course, Jamal Murray behind the back. if they're not expecting it, they're going the opposite direction, and it's ridiculous behind screens. You can speed boost off of it if you know how. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would say this is probably the Kemba Walker escape. To be honest, either Kemba Walker or Jimmy, just how fast it is and how you can speed boost off of it.
Okay. For me, the most OP is probably that snatchback, the one that you can do standing still, where you put it like in between your legs and you take like 2 steps back. The one that SGA has.
Yeah. Is it John Wall? I know he has one of them.
Yeah, but that one is just, it creates so much fucking space.
No, indeed.
Like, it creates so much space, and 2K is still learning how to, develop the mechanics behind the game. So sometimes recovery on that move is tough because sometimes they make your players freeze in the moment and you can't really recover.
Yeah, because you probably get an ankle break and you get stunned. It's stupid.
Yeah, so it's like not even on the stun animation, just trying to recover. Like nothing could happen, and they'll lag you like a few seconds. It's stupid, but yeah, that one for me is probably the most OP, and then the push cross for sure. The push cross, I love that. I love that move, man. I love that move. Okay, so we're at back to your top 5. We're at, you said Slim Mamba, the Lakers, Overtime Zay, the Cavs. Don't Let Me ISO, who's your boy, the Clippers. We got 2 more.
Spurs when he had D-Book.
So, okay, the Astros.
When he had D-Book, the Spurs was a different type of nigga. I gotta tip my hat off to him.
Yeah. Because of what? Animations.
Animations, and D-Book shot is just crispy.
It's too crispy. Too crispy. Okay, so that's number 4. It has an asterisk there. He just got bounced in the first round last time. So.
We have to mention that.
I don't know if I'd put him top 5 anymore, but I feel when he did have D-Book, he was going crazy.
Bananas.
Okay, so number 5, who we going with?
5. Trying to think who goes far in playoffs.
Can't believe there's a lot of I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna wait before I say this.
Not just off who goes far in playoffs, but who I can't. I'm not even gonna say who I can't figure out.
I mean, if it's that, it's that. If you can't figure them out, you can't figure them out. That's a part of the experience. There's just some players, some users out there that you can't figure out. Like I have a few on my hit list, and I'm like, damn, what the fuck? Pause. What the fuck? I can't figure this user out. Like, what the hell are they doing versus me, or what am I doing versus them? You feel me? But yes, that happens sometimes.
All right, so just based off how annoying he is to play, I'm gonna put legit.
Legit.
He's like he slows the game down, and I hate when people like I'm like when I'm in the mode, I just like fast paced gameplay. Like I like to see you get to a bucket, do a move, get to a bucket.
Yeah,
Legit will slow the game down and do the most normal shit, and I cannot seem to just stop it.
yeah.
And it's annoying to play.
I could agree with that. When legit first joined the league, his very first season, we were matched up in the playoffs in the first round, and he did just that. He was doing the pick and roll
Yeah,
all game, but in like a sophisticated way, and it was tough. It was tough to stop. Um,
nah, indeed.
I've since I've since figured my boy out. You know what I'm saying? We clamp all of that now. That's my boy though. Legit is my
Mm.
boy. He's not
Are
fucking with me.
you saying that's child's play now?
It is. It really is. Like, cause there's levels. There's levels to this comp league shit. I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm not trying to talk shit. There are
Okay.
real levels to this comp shit. This is coming from somebody that won a ring in multiple leagues in like the last 6 months. So it's like,
Okay, shit.
it comes with like you said, making adjustments, and man, definitely need a strategy. You need a strategy. You need to know what your strengths are, and you need to know how to exploit your strengths. You have to. You have to.
So who's
So
your top five? Let me I'm
who's,
just say
who's
that
my
real quick. Who's your top five?
okay? My top five. My top five. Okay. With me or not including me, because I'm there, but I can do
Sure.
top six, not
You can
including
include
me.
yourself, buddy.
Oh, okay. No. You know what? I'll exclude myself. Because we already know I'm there, but I'll exclude myself. This is in no particular order. I'm gonna go Slim Mamba.
All
I'm gonna
right.
go. I mean, everyone forgets to mention this guy. Um, I think his branding is the reason why he's just always changing his PSN, and he's not really too vocal in that. But the Rockets, the current Rockets, laughing
Rockets?
my ass. Yes, he has 3 rings too. He has
Does he?
three. He has three. Like, people forget because he's not super active, but yeah, he just beat Slim last night. You know what I'm saying? He gets busy. He gets busy with less. He doesn't really he's the type of user that doesn't need too much to win,
Mm.
but I feel like it's getting to a point now where the competition is getting stronger. So he's going to need to learn how to draft, because I feel like drafting is one of his weak points, you know. Uh and trading, like, build, like, the GM skills he's gonna have to brush up on if he wants to win again. But I think he's top five for sure. So it's Slim, it's him. Run It Once is up there. Uh,
Okay.
Run It Once. Cavs, even though he hasn't, gotten past the second round, I don't think. Cavs is there. And then who's my dark horse? This guy, uh, he's nice, but he acts like he's not. The Heat.
Mm.
The Heat.
He
The Heat is nice, but I think sometimes he just doesn't play as good as I know he can. But he got to the conference finals. He beat the Rockets. He beat the Cavs. Um, I lost to Slim, but
he
that's Slim.
definitely did. He did. Yeah, he
Yeah.
did.
Yeah. So the Heat, I've known him for close to 10 years now. He definitely knows what he's doing. And I think if he were to ever lock in, he'd win a ring for sure.
Mm.
So yeah, that's my top five. Um, yeah, man. So hopefully, I'm hoping one of these days I can say Jew Irving is in my top. That's my real hope, brother. I'm
Nah.
hoping that one of these days, it all clicks for you, and we can actually be real rivals. You dig?
Oh, yo, please, yeah. When do you want to play?
We can prime time our shit if you want to, bro.
We could do that.
Okay, I'm gonna play you like it's a playoff game. I'm gonna
All
show you what
right.
it really is.
All
Uh,
right.
okay, so that's Hall of Fame. Last but not least, we both are in another league, 5v5 league, the NTUA,
That's
which
it.
is a team up league, and team up is not like Proam. It's like Proam, but you're using regular teams. And
Right.
um, before we get into the meat and potatoes, since you've done both, what would you say the difference between Pro-Am and Team Up is?
Um, Proam, it shows more skill than Team Up.
So you need more skill in Pro-Am?
Yeah, 100%. You need to know what you're doing. You need to know rotations. Team Up, you can kind of play brain dead depending on what player you got.
Hmm.
And it's like when it comes to Pro-Am, it's not even close. You get your best Team Up team into a Pro-Am situation, they're probably gonna get flooded.
Okay, when you say Pro-Am situation, what type of situation? Like, give me an example of a
Give them
situation.
give them players. Like get your mod player, get the best Team Up league, let them get mod players and go on like a Pro-Am tournament, an actual Pro-Am tournament. They're not gonna survive.
So you're
It's
saying like the strategy to win in Pro-Am is, I guess, it's heavier than
it's like a higher tier. Yes, indeed.
higher tiers. Okay, so more strategy is involved with Pro-Am, is what you're saying.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, so I'm under the impression, and I'm not a heavy Pro-Am guy. Like, I don't, I'm not too qualified to speak on Pro-Am because I don't play it. Um, I'm under the impression that it's almost easier to play Pro-Am because everyone on your team has juiced stats. Everybody in that 5-man roster can do something extremely well. And then they
Right.
have stats in the 90s, 90 speed with ball, 93 point. Like, it's easier to get jiggy in Pro Am, right? Now on a professional level, like you said, the strategy involved in winning on a pro level is probably different for sure.
Yeah,
But like
because
casual level, I feel like it's almost easier. With team up, you might have somebody that has a fucking 65 perimeter defense. You might have somebody that's slow as hell, right? So you have to adjust to all of that, which to me makes it a bit more challenging. And that's just me. Again, I'm not too qualified to speak on the differences because I don't play Pro-Am heavily. That's what I observed when I being in both for a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
right now let me get deeper though. So Team Up, like you said, well, in Pro-Am, they don't just well, you said on a casual level. So casual, yeah, they're not. The skill level is like from even say you got your rec team against a Pro-Am team who just load up and rank. That team is
Mhm.
still a lot better than your casual rec team. It's like it's too much levels
Yeah.
versus team that only has really two levels. It's either you're good or you're not.
Mm.
And then you got players like, and it also comes down to animations. It's easier to guard someone. Like, say you got your lock on your team up team. It's easier to guard someone who doesn't have like a good dribbler. And
Mhm.
there's a lot of just cones on the court. So it's like you only got your few players that's actually doing something to benefit the game on the court when it comes to team up.
Got you.
Where you have to in Pro-Am, you have to worry about the whole other five that can do something.
Mm. So defensively, it's more challenging, is what you're saying.
It's more challenging, but then you also have your defenders that can blow up that 90 plus three ball, and you won't even be able to get a shot up, even though you have the best SIGs in the game.
Mm. Okay, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. That makes a ton of sense. So there, you would say there's a big skill gap between
Yeah,
the modes. Got you.
yeah, it's not even close.
Okay. Probably why they have a professional league based on Proam and not Team Up.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
Makes sense. Okay, but in terms of Team Up, you've been extremely successful, in your first season with the NTUA, you
Mm-hmm.
win a ring. You win a ring. Now, for me, since I know you and I know the people that you run with, when I saw you post your team as the captain, I saw, you post as no clout first, right? And a
Mm.
few days later, you changed to Gangatrons, and then
Indeed.
who I'm used to seeing you hoop with, I'm seeing on a different team.
Right.
What happened with that situation, if you can touch on it?
So originally, my group of guys, you know, most of them. Originally, we was gonna just do one team because
Hmm.
not everybody was really too interested in doing the whole pro team up thing.
Hmm.
So I put out a post in my in the group chat we got. I was like, yo, if you want to be down with the team up, just come join the league, and then I'll just write your name down or whatever.
Hmm.
So then you guys are boneheads in my group that thought I didn't hit them up. So
Mm.
they that's why they call themselves the Forgotten. That was the other team that.
Ah,
So they tried to troll and call themselves the Forgotten, thinking we forgot about them. When I told them y'all can just join the team, but they just want to split up in hindsight. So they split up, legit snaked me. That kid cheat snaked me. They basically all snaked me, and then they got what they paid for, man. The better
so
team
what you're
came
saying, what you're saying is God doesn't like ugly, huh?
out.
So
Feel me?
you got Gangatron ended up winning the ring, and the Forgotten ended up being forgotten. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, you can say that.
Okay.
I feel like if they would have clipped the Clippers, it would have been Gangatrons versus the Forgotten in the finals, 100%, and then it's up in the air after that.
Yeah, I don't
But
trading the clip when they were hooping the way they were hooping with them.
yeah,
I was by that, and I was surprised by we them ones trading the Celtics too. I'm like, both of y'all hooping with these teams. Why do you guys want to switch it up now? But
right.
again, when you're trying to win a ring, strategy and trying new things and experimentation is important. So I mean, I guess they wanted to try it. They got the data that they got now, and we'll see what happens moving forward. But in terms of being a captain and building a team, right? You
Mm-hmm.
went the roster that you went with. What was like? What was the conversations like when you guys got the Hawks, or you guys started with the T Wolves, right?
Right.
What are the conversations like when you're trying to assess which user is going where? Like what position they're playing and who they're using, what their assignment is. How does your squad go about that?
So with my squad, it's like all our people on my team, they can play anywhere.
Mm,
Like I would trust any one of my guys to play the 1, 2, 3, 4, or the 5. Of course, there's us that play better than there's some of them that play better than others at certain positions, or just use certain players better, and that's what we go by. So when we had the T Wolves, we had Zeta Bully playing PG with Ant,
okay.
and we had Zadolf on Cat because he knows how to exploit the bigs, how to hook
Mhm,
shot and things of that nature. But with Zeta Bully, he's really good at shooting fades, get into a bucket, midi fades. But it was just hard because Ant shot is just so slow.
yeah.
So we kind of found it hard on the offensive end, but defensively we was on that defensively.
Yeah.
So we made the switch to the Hawks, and we put Zadolf on Trey Young because he plays in 1v1 meets, and he used the Hawks all the time, and he's fire with Trey Young.
Makes sense.
And so we made that switch. We put Zeta Bully at the 2, and then we put my boy Rel at the 3. Wanda being, I promise, if we played on the Hawks from start to finish, really on Bogdan would have been the best shooter in the league, hands down. It wouldn't even be close.
He was striking that bitch. I can't lie. He was. He was striking that match.
And then we got Lat. So I'm more of the feeling guy. Lat, best center by far on our team, and he showed that. He's the best center in the league with Clint Capella. Not a lot of people can really do that. And then I'm on a side note. Celtics, he was on your team, right?
Celtics.
That's in our league.
Celtics. So yeah. TJ, D-Face.
Yeah. Tell him to tread
Yeah.
lightly before he gets y'all into something y'all don't want to get into.
Whoa.
I'm just saying. That's a little sidebar. That's a little sidebar.
I don't like the subtle threats. I'm not even hip to what's happening. What I guess we're gonna do a live. What talk to me. What's going on?
Earlier today, he was talking about how Hawks got a shooter, big who can stop other bigs, and it's easier because they got all the smooth jump shots on the team. We can switch teams, and he can use the Hawks with y'all, and we would destroy. No shade to y'all, but I'm just saying he is not doing what we did with the Hawks in that league, 100%. And we just gotta learn when to draw the line and when to just shut our mouths. Cause that TJ, that's his name. He just sit in the corner and be quiet.
Okay, I'll say a few things. I want to respond to what you said a few ways. First, can't let you talk about my man's like that. Second, I can't let you make threats on my podcast.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So let's just get those two things straight. I definitely feel what you're saying, but I can't let you do those two things. Y'all, this is what I'll say. Y'all did that with the Hawks. Y'all definitely showed the league that you're top notch. Doing that with the Hawks is an incredible accomplishment that not many teams would be able to do. I'll say that. And we're going to leave it right there. You know? That's all I'll say. Congrats again on the ring. Congrats
Shout
on
out to my
putting
guys, man.
a fire ass team. What are your predictions for this season in the Teamup League?
So we got Snake.
The Spurs.
We got Snake.
You got Snake. So are you're not
Snake.
feeling as confident as you were with the Hawks? Like the Spurs, I was looking at their roster yesterday. I mean, Timmy can still hoop. Kawhi can still hoop. You know, I don't think it's too far off. I mean, I feel like you guys are still going to be able to hoop. But how do you feel about it?
Nah, don't get me wrong. We gonna hoop and we gonna play to the best of our ability. And if not, we just gonna figure it out like we always do. If that means we gotta switch the team or whatever, then that's neither here nor there. But we gonna figure it out, and we gonna still be one of the top teams in the league, regardless. So,
okay, I like that. Now, as far as Hall of Fame goes, do you think what are your chances of being over 500 this season? Because I know you're an active guy. You play just about 58 games every season. What do you think your over under is when it comes to being 500?
I'm over 500. I always am.
Okay.
What are we talking about?
Let's check it. All right, so my guy, I appreciate you being on the pod. Definitely have to do this again. Is there anything you say before we sign off?
Nah, I feel like, answer the questions to the best of my ability, and just going to ride this out, man. Part of the best league.
Do you say it one more time? You're what?
Part of the best league, Hall of Fame, baby. Come on.
Yeah, man, that's what we doing, man. Hall of Fame. It's your boy. Don't let me ISO. This has been another episode of Champ Talk. You know I'll be back. Let's get it.